There are programs that are detrimental to the community that have been supported essentially by the city and put upon the people by the city with really very little understanding on the part of the board members. And there are programs such as the Senior Citizens Transportation Program, which we've mentioned, which we attempted to get pushed through this board or pushed through the city, in which the city rejects through its various bureaucratic rules and so forth and so on. It's very difficult to talk about anything so concrete as someone here being given some side money, but it is very easy to see that the Model Cities program, after 3 years of operation in the city of Oakland and in West Oakland in particular, has done essentially nothing for the people other than put in some streets and a few bus stations that will protect people from the rain partially.
We would hope that we could pass more proposals of that sort. We would have to know what it is that people want first, and then we would be able to have proposals given to the city council from there.
Change.
The Black Panther Party have been feeding people and clothing people and feeding breakfast for children programs for over 2.5 years, and whether it's election time or not, this in itself indicates that we will be doing this beyond election time, but we'll be increasing the programs on a massive quantitative scale, and especially if we take seats in city council seats or poverty board seats of any kind.
Are these materials
that will serve the interests of the people? For instance, programs for
council.
There's one proposal that was brought up last night, as a matter of fact, that after the new members were seated for the board, and that was to have a youth involvement program that would give drug counseling, medical care, psychiatric counseling, educational things like that.
California.
Are you pleased with the results of that?
Survival Conference, Saturday, June 24th at the Oakland Auditorium. The Black Panther Party, with many other groups and organizations, has organized another community survival conference with 10,000 free full bags of groceries, while at the same time pushing the voter registration drive forward by hopefully registering over 10,000 voters and administering free 10,000 or more sickle cell anemia tests.
Just trying to give us a little bulk of a few eggs and a few other things is not enough for all the survivor programs. Free clothing, free shoe program, free medical clinic, free breakfast children program, the Intercommunal Institute and Liberation Schools, free legal aid education for the community. This is very, very important. All of these programs, and we have a list of them. We have 12. Free ambulance service. We produce the free medical clinic and the Sickle Cell Anemia Foundation. When we start talking about asking them to donate what they want to, we give no specific demands. $2, $3, $5, $10 a week. No, we're not hurting them, and they know it. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to get out of supporting that black community continuously every week for the year as long as the black community institution exists in the community. That black community institutions must be united with the community. Yet we know the black community, the black community and the black businessman are victims of the big monopoly capitalists.
Anything new to the black community that black businessmen ought to make contribution to special problems which confront the total black community. We give Huey Newton credit, however, for adding the catalytic agent which made that realization come about perhaps maybe 5 years earlier in the black community than it would have otherwise.
I strongly believe that all parties to this agreement are winners. Among the winners are the Black Panther Party, the Ad Hoc Committee to Promote Black Business, and Bill Boyette, the president of the CalPAC Liquor Dealers of the East Bay. Much the greater winners, however, are the black community in particular and the greater community in general.
We shall not. We shall not. We shall not.
we have already implemented and which we're struggling with. Hey, Lord, if you want me to give the phone call,
negotiation.
Was this contribution going to be based on the percentage of the sales of the...
I think out of this struggle, and I'm hopeful that the community will benefit from it, more especially the black community and more especially the total community. And I think because the pressure was brought from the Black Panther Party, maybe in a different direction that maybe I would want it to come from, but nevertheless we was fighting for it in a little different way than they put it, and I hope that some good can come from it. I'm very optimistic about the whole situation.
In an important sense, this has been a creative conflict, for out of it has come not only a new recognition of responsibility and respect on both sides, but a whole new organization created to respond to the desperate and special needs of the black community, which needs have often been dramatized by the Black Panther Party.
The community is now going in its first phases of organizing itself in order to attend to the ills that we've been suffering so long. It was a very hard fight, and it was a fight among class brothers and friends. But most of the times when we enter into these kind of contradictions, even among our friends, we come out with something in the interest of everyone.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hit those buttons. Subscribe. #1 show on YouTube. Support the Incarcerated Nation Network. Is a unique platform that's going to provide videos, TV, documentaries, interview shows, and a young adult perspective project. Support us, support those directly impacted, and support the network. Hit those buttons. Subscribe. Hit all the buttons.